Now, you may remember on our very first show, I said that I wanted to provide a show that informed and entertained and covered issues of the day, but one that did not raise your blood pressure to 300 over 200. Well, tonight I might unintentionally violate that pledge, but there's just no way for me to cover the topic without making you mad. I'm certainly fed up, and I'm fired up. Because over the past several weeks, there has been an avalanche of stories involving powerful men exploiting and sometimes violating younger, vulnerable women. Celebrities in entertainment, news, and politics have been exposed as sexual predators, and many have resigned in disgrace or been abruptly fired. These are all tragic stories. But we've recently just been made aware of a different kind of sex scandal involving elected officials whose salary you pay for. Over $17 million of your money has been paid as hush money to victims of people in Congress who created a secret slush fund for their sexual sins. Let that sink in for a minute. We have to assume that many of those who preyed upon staff members or others are still strutting around the Capitol. But it's not enough that they've gotten away with sexual harassment and perhaps assault. It's that they used your money, not theirs, your money to pay the victims settlements so that they would stay quiet and just go away. Well, it's not the victims who need to shut up and go away. It's the disgraceful officials who trampled over their victims and then stole money from the Federal Treasury to pay for what amounts to high-priced zipper repair. On Friday, we learned that Republican Congressman Blake Farenthold used $84,000 in taxpayer funds to settle a lawsuit regarding sexual harassment. Mr. Congressman, pay it back with interest from your funds or resign and go home. Because it is not my responsibility to pay for your sins or for their cover-up. The actions of these perverts should not be kept secret. The victims should be protected, but the perps who violated these women should be paraded in front of all the nation and forced to pay for their own misbehavior. Now, let me say, fortunately, congressmen like Jackie Spear of California, a Democrat, and Congressman Marsha Blackburn, a Republican, are demanding that the lights be turned on. And we know that when the lights are on, the rats and roaches will surely run for cover. I want to say I applaud the congressmen and their colleagues for trying to open the windows and let the sun shine in. Because whoever has used our money to pay for the silence of sexual victims should pay it back if still in office, have the grace to resign. I don't care if they're Democrat or Republican, doesn't matter. This is not about left or right. This is about right and wrong. And it may be something that actually achieves bipartisan support. I'm disappointed by the misdeeds of Hollywood celebrities and news anchors or sports figures, but I'm outraged that any member of Congress would think it okay to cover their personal sins by paying the public's cash to their victims, money that they stole from widows' Social Security checks, from the salaries of our soldiers, or from surgery that was needed by an impoverished child. If this upsets you, then good. It needs to. I'm furious. Washington wastes enough of my money without me having to pay for their inability to keep their hands to themselves.